All right, we're heading into the last game of the season. No crap before it. We're just starting off with the game here. Stay tuned for a recap of what we plan on doing for the off-season coming up. Nice dish right there from Okogie to Karl Anthony Towns. Karl absolutely goes off in this game. Nice corner three by Covington. So I guess be happy about that. This is the first time where I really forced the ball to him. Damian Dotson, who is one of the most underrated players in the league in my opinion, gets a nice spin move right there. And then Karl Anthony Towns on stride right here, completely left alone by Mitchell Robinson, so he gets the wide open layup. Kevin Knox gets a wide open layup for himself. He had a really disappointing rookie year. Hopefully he can turn it around with a better team around him this year in New York. Karl Anthony Towns spinning off of Marcus Morris and shooting the short little jumper over Mitchell Robinson, who was a pain in my ass in this game. Maybe it's revenge for me not putting him in my top 100 list. Karl Anthony Towns with the putback layup right there, and then right here, Covington swats away RJ Barrett and grabs the rebound, gets it up to Jeremy Lin, who gets it to Marvin Williams, who gets it to Jarrett Culver, who takes it inside for the left-hand layup over Bobby Portis to finish the first quarter. Right here in the post, Jared Vanderbilt gets it to Andrew Wiggins for the catch-and-shoot three, late contest by Dennis Smith Jr., and he makes it, and then Vanderbilt on this play goes inside, gets whoever that was to jump, and then Noah Vonleh with the layup, and that was Bobby Portis. I just couldn't tell right there. Damian Dotson out to Bobby Portis. Finally got his jump shot right in 2K for the first time in a while. Wiggins going inside here, gets it down to Vanderbilt, who gets the and one layup, and then Dotson down to Bobby Portis, who hits the little fadeaway on the baseline. Completely unrelated, Damian Dotson is one of the most underrated players in the league in my opinion. He's one of the best young shooting guards. He has at least offensively, he has a Wesley Matthews-esque game. Nice lob right there from Vanderbilt to Okogie. Vanderbilt showing off some of that playmaking. Once again, Taj Gibson gets lost right there, so Karl Anthony Towns gets an easy lane to the basket. And then right here, catch and shoot three. And then on the upcoming play, catch and shoot three, and then once more catch and shoot, unfortunately long two. So Karl Anthony Towns is on fire right now with 23 points in the first half. Marcus Morris unfortunately getting fouled by Towns right there, but then Wiggins on this play gets it to Cat, and he ends the first half with 25 points. Wiggins right here gets it out to Cat, once again shooting the jump shot, top of the key, bang. And then here, I was playing on Hall of Fame sliders, but this is something I have to do from time to time, just give the CPU a massive advantage because 2K's CPU is so weak this year. And this isn't me bragging, like it's legitimately just way too easy to beat the CPU. I've been falling asleep playing My Team Domination this year on All-Star difficulty. It's way too easy. Dotson missing that shot right there, but Mitchell Robinson with a great putback. Because of those slider adjustments, suddenly the Knicks are back in this game with it being just a 10-point lead. Vanderbilt gets the lob there from Karl Anthony Towns. Cat grabs that rebound off of that miss from Dotson, and then Culver to Vanderbilt, who lobs it up to Karl Anthony Towns. In our first game with Vanderbilt, he wasn't really able to show off his playmaking, but in this one, he has a very solid assist total. Right here with the lob, and the stats just said that he had 4 assists in this game so far. Dennis Smith Jr. showing off the three-point range, hitting that at the top of the key, and then pulling up at the top of the key to end the third quarter, hitting another three-pointer, making this a really close game. Marcus Morris goes inside once again. For whatever reason, he was like an ISO scorer in this game. Bringing the help on RJ Barrett because Jeremy Lin ain't gonna stop him. So Vanderbilt gets the ball going inside right now, and he just does a nice little reverse dunk. Marcus Morris taking the shot once again because apparently he thinks he's Kobe, just like Harrison Barnes when we played Sacramento. Vanderbilt with another easy slam right there. Wiggins taking this pull-up mid-range shot, does not get it to go. Elfrid Payton with the rebound, and then he gets it down to Julius Randle, who throws down the easy dunk. The Knicks now lead by 3. In the pick and fade, Karl Anthony Towns, this is a long 2, but he does get it to go and does that stupid throw your hands behind your back celebration that no one really does in real life, but 2K put in the game for some fucking reason. Andrew Wiggins getting it to Cat, and then here he just really just bullies himself inside. I mean, I could have easily dished that back to Wiggins, but I wanted Karl-Anthony Towns to score, and he gets the layup to fall. Right here, RJ Barrett going inside, getting the layup to go. Just a 1-point game now. Wiggins to Karl-Anthony Towns. This is a really bad shot. Good contest by Mitchell Robinson, but he makes it, and that gives him a 40-point game right there. RJ Barrett gets the layup to go off of the Mitchell Robinson rebound. And then right here, up just one, Karl-Anthony Towns. You know how sometimes in 2K, after you make a certain amount of jumpers, no matter how open it is, it feels like they're going to make you miss? Well, I was afraid that was going to happen right there, and unfortunately, I gave up this play right here because of it, where Andrew Wiggins should have blocked that. For whatever reason, the ball just went through his hand, so that's cool, I guess. We're now down 1 with 22 seconds left. Calling the pick and fade right here with Marvin Williams. I'm trying to get the ball to Karl-Anthony Towns, but with him having 40 points, of course they're going to double team because the CPU double teams when you have 6 points in my career, so why wouldn't they double team Cat with 40? But I find enough space with him and he hits the green fadeaway out of the post to give us the 1-point lead. And on this possession, Elfrid Payton gets it down to Dotson. Great contest by Okogie and Karl-Anthony Towns. They get their rebound, and that concludes the final game of the season. A game winner by Karl-Anthony Towns, a good way to end the year. 42 points and 13 rebounds. Vanderbilt had a great game, and then everyone else pretty much just played all right. But great game by Karl-Anthony Towns. Alright, so with the end of that game, we officially end the 2019-20 season with a 26-56 record. For the year, Wiggins averaged 16 points, 4 rebounds, and 5 assists on 47, 36, 77 shooting splits, so it seems like the Wiggins at point guard experiment has worked. Karl-Anthony Towns averaged 24 and 11 on 55, 40, 85 shooting splits, did exactly what I expect of him with some fantastic shooting splits, shooting nearly 50, 40, 90, and Jarrett Culver, well, he had a rough year. He had solid production with 13 points a game, but he shot poorly, shooting 40% from the field. I wouldn't say that I want to give up on Culver because by no means do I, but if Boston wants to match the contract that I offered to Jaylen Brown, I think Culver would be a great asset to get the Celtics to do a sign-and trade. Hopefully I don't have to, but I may have to. It would also leave us with some cap space to bring in another vet off of the bench. As for the draft, currently we are in position to get the second pick in the draft, so the plan is, if we land exactly where we're supposed to be, we will take either Cole Anthony or LaMelo Ball, preferably Cole Anthony. If the pick falls a few spots, that pick, as well as probably another heavily protected pick, is heading to Cleveland for the guy that the previous GM really wanted, Darius Garland. His scoring game wasn't as great as you may hope with only 13 points a game, but his pass game, something that I really want to put a strong emphasis on for our new point guard, looks better than it did heading into the draft, getting 6 assists a game. And in the worst case scenario where we fall to like pick 9, we will trade that pick and another first with protections to the Miami Heat for Justice Winslow, who will become our full-time point guard, a sacrifice in the playmaking department, but Winslow would be a way better defender than the other options outside of Lonzo Ball, so no matter what happens with our pick, I'm pretty happy with all of these potential results. And as for why I wouldn't trade for Lonzo Ball, I feel the Pelicans value him too much. His playmaking and defense is great for them, and I feel like we'd have to trade what would be the same picks we would trade for Darius Garland to get Lonzo, and I would personally prefer Garland shooting over Lonzo's defense. And as for the pick that we got from Miami earlier in the year, it landed at number 21, and with that pick I plan on drafting a backup wing. We will be trading Jake Layman for some cap space, so we're gonna need a new backup. I also don't really care for Jake, so there's also that. I want to draft a wing that can shoot and/or preferably play some defense. There's one guy in particular that I have my eyes on that may or may not fall to us, and that is Samuel Williamson. Sam is a solid one-on-one scorer, specifically in the mid-range, and he is a great three-point shooter. He is in all likelihood going to be drafted before our pick, but if he does fall to us, I will be happy to scoop him up. So that is the plan. Draft either Cole Anthony or Ball, or trade that pick for either Garland or Winslow, sign Jaylen Brown, or worst case, sign and trade Culver for Brown, and we will also bring back Marvin Williams and sign someone to play backup center because Noah Vonleh had a terrible season and for some reason his bum ass is asking for $7 million a year. So in the next episode we will go over the draft, free agency, and summer league.